Anyway, we'll see you at the farmers market, hopefully on Friday. This Friday, we're trying to set it up. Good morning, Paula. Where are you from, Paula? Yeah, we hope we're going to have a live show at the Beach Baptist Farmers Market on Friday coming up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, how about Peter? You got to have the big boy chair. Yeah, the chief of the fire chief is like 6-7 feet tall, so he gets to sit in the shorter chair because then we're all the same size. So Peter Albert, everybody, is from Coastal Vacations. And Peter, thanks for coming on and thanks for supporting the show. And how are you?
Would you like me to do something?
I know I can't reach everything. So no, we're good. We're good. You're going to get the microphone nice and close.
Sure.
First of all, tell us about your business.
So we've been in business since 2016.
There you go.
We've grown, at a rapid pace, but it's definitely maintainable. We'd like to think that we do our job well here on the beach. We have a little bit over 100 listings here on the beach. It's all obviously vacation rental. And we have about 37 employees that manage the properties with us. We have our own cleaning staff, and we have the infrastructure that can handle it. So we kind of have a little bit of a niche. My wife's my designer. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these properties, we get them ready for vacation rental. She'll come in and refurnish it or perhaps do a lightly remodel, like it's just a facelift, and get it ready to hit the market. And it's been very successful for us. Really has.
So how many total properties do you have?
We're about 120 right now.
And
now, are they all filled right now, I'd imagine?
We're completely booked.
Wow.
Completely booked.
What's the average rate right now for a vacation rental on Fort Myers Beach for a weekend? 3-dayer.
Well, do you even do it like that?
I would say we usually talk about a week. Okay.
Wow.
During season, especially per week, it just depends whether it's a Gulf front property or if it's a something in the Back Bay area. It just all depends on the property itself. So I mean, we can range from 2,500 to almost 30,000.
Yep, I told you.
30,000 for a week.
That's correct. Yes.
On the beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say that's a Gulf front.
And that's a big property.
That's a very large property. Yes.
Like
usually
might sleep 12 or something.
Probably a little bit more.
Wow.
What it is usually a bunch of families come together and they pool in.
Give us an example of like if somebody were.
So if there was 20 families,
you're totally in a
$20,000 at $1,000 a week.
Right,
but that wouldn't be.
Families,
yeah,
but,
no.
What property on the beach could people go and look at for something that big? Right? Like where would they go on your website and Google or search what?
Well, I'll just give you an example. Here on the north side, there's 6 properties that were just completed over the past couple of years, and they're about 4,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, and we manage 3 out of the 6. They may need to be that high, but they're projecting somewhere around 20,000. But they do sleep 12 to 14. And again, multiple families enjoy it, or maybe multiple couples. They come in together. I mean, if you do the numbers compared to what, if you
got a
week-long hotel room here in the Times Square area, it's not far off.
Yeah.
And you get to enjoy your own pool, your own property.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make food if you want to. Yep. You can just hang out.
So Peter, I can't help but noticing you got a gigantic watch on your arm. Like what in the world is that thing?
That is a G-Shock, which is a diver's watch.
I see. You're a diver.
No, but I'm in the water all the time. I have a boat here, so I use
something.
So has your boat ever gotten stuck in the sand?
No.
Okay. If it did, what would you do? Would you call Sea-Tow?
I would call
What's your
Sea-Tow.
deal with that?
I just want to make sure that we're totally safe.
I believe it or not, had to call Sea-Tow, and I have only a 1.5-year-old boat. My starter stopped, so I had to call Sea-Tow, and I had to do the tow of shame.
Yes,
we've been in the tow of shame.
Yeah.
The thing is that trying to negotiate with Sea-Tow is hilarious. Like, who else are you going to call?
Right.
You're whatever you charge is what you charge.
Well, the good news is
Sea-Tow.
I have a yearly subscription.
I see.
Don't have to,
what does a yearly subscription cost to Sea-Tow?
God, I think it's close to $300 a year.
Oh, that's not bad at
No,
all.
Well
that,
worth it.
that is
It costs us $200
Well,
for the
because-
one
and that
toe.
was like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
The gentleman gave me the price of what it would cost me by towing me here. It would have cost me about $800.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So if a diving watch means what? You can dive down to a certain level before.
Yeah, I mean, I use it just because
You're really
I'm
stretching
always,
there.
I'm always, you know, again, when we're in the water, I don't want to have to worry about taking off my watch to jump in the water.
Yeah. So you're in the water a lot. Yeah. How often do you go boating?
Not as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
Based on because especially it's season.
Especially right now. Yeah.
We're so busy, it's crazy. Like today's a Saturday. We'll probably do about 60 turns today.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
That means guests leaving and then guests coming in.
Like turning
So
the
they
table or
leave on
something?
a Saturday and then they come on a Sunday?
No, they'll return. No, they'll come today at 4 o'clock.
Dude, you're back in the
Oh, wow.
Brinks truck up, aren't you?
What's
I
that?
mean, you're
Wow.
back in the Brinks truck up.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's
Well, you also had 2 years where you weren't doing shit, right? With COVID.
No, believe it or not, after the town opened up and the governor opened up, it was like a brush fire.
Because
Yeah.
nobody else was open.
Nobody
only
was
Florida.
open, and I mean, honestly, in the first week, we probably took 150 reservations. People were just cooped up and they wanted to
Right.
come here. Obviously, we took our precautions, and I have to tell you, we haven't stopped ever since.
Right.
The summer before, obviously, we opened up in June. And we just went straight through until September. But normally we do see a dip in May. And then we come back up in June and July and then go back down August and September, which are normally our slowest months. It didn't stop. And then
Right.
we went all the way through following this past year. And again, we probably started our little downturn, which is around the first week of September.
So how can I ask a question? How far in advance now are you booked out?
Well, if you look at our summer months currently right now, we are probably 50% to 60% booked. And that is not the normal. Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe that we will be probably somewhere between 80 and 87% booked during the summertime.
Wow.
Maybe even more.
So one of our longtime listeners, Cheapskate Chad from, I think he's, was he in Illinois or Detroit or somewhere?
Something like that.
He said that he's finding it already kind of booked up for Shrimp Fest next year.
Yes, for next year, we're definitely, our business model is once you're here, we want you to come back.
Right. You want
And
repeat
so
offenders.
They get a phone call, they get emails, and we ask them if they'd like to consider, booking for next year. And that's part of my business model.
Excellent. So how did you get into all this?
By chance, I was flipping houses out in the Cape and had a client say wanted to learn more about Fort Myers Beach, and this was back in probably 10 and 11.
Yeah.
And I started doing my due diligence. I really got to know the beach very well. I memorized every street.
No kidding.
I actually do some
Tell
real
me
estate
the names
myself.
of the streets as you go down here. Oh, come on, man.
Which ones? We start with Primo, Palermo. Then we go to Carolina, which is Otsego. Then we move into Ohio.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so there you go. You
You
thought you were
ding,
going to
ding.
catch him.
He gets the dinger.
He does. That's a bell ringer.
Again, I was selling real estate to my investors, and one thing led to another. They said, "Well, would you consider managing it?" And I said, "Fine." I got into it, and I realized that it was a great opportunity, and I enjoy it. I mean, I love what I do. I really do, because we have two customers. We have the owners that own these beautiful properties, and then we have the guests that come in from all over the world. And I used to focus on the properties. Now I focus on the experience of the client, of the guest. So we want you to come down here to Fort Myers Beach and experience.
What is the Fort Myers Beach experience, Peter Albert?
7 miles of sand.
Yeah.
Sun fun and
Sun fun, and
It's not so much the water, right? It's the sand and
it's the sand.
people watching.
Listen, you can fish. You can, again, Times Square. It's beautiful here during.
Yeah.
Look at St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, crazy.
It was
crazy.
fantastic.
Did you see the picture of
heard.
Nervous
I
Nellies?
did. It was crazy.
Woof.
So I will tell you, my staff and I, it was our first year being in the parade. We had a float.
Which parade?
The St. Patrick's
the
Day.
the Shrimp
Oh, the
Fest.
Shrimp Fest.
And I got to tell you, we had probably the best time I have had. And,
Yeah.
you know, we're trying to get a little bit more involved in the community. And that was our first year. Now we know what to expect.
Right.
Because I got to tell you, I gave away T-shirts and
Yeah.
koozies.
People
And,
like free stuff.
Oh, my God. It was insane.
Did you throw candy out at the kids?
Yeah, and you
or-
know what? We ran out right before the turn
Oh,
here.
that's all right. There was enough being thrown out candy
Yeah.
all over
But
the place.
I got my staff had a great
Yeah.
time, and
It's
it
an
was-
uplifting thing for the staff too. It's
it
like a motivational
well, it was
thing.
wonderful
Like
to see that all these people are here to represent the Shrimp Fest, the Fort Myers Beach, and you know, it
did
was
you have
just-
music playing? And
Oh, we did.
what
We
was the
did.
music you had playing?
We had a little bit of uplifting. I'm a big fan of you know, things that songs that lift you up and give you a little bit more energy.
It wasn't
you know?
our radio station. Is what
No,
you're
it
saying.
wasn't your radio
Oh,
station. I'm
okay.
sorry,
That's
Ed.
a bummer.
I knew that's
Maybe
where
next
he
year.
was going.
Maybe
Oh,
next
you
year.
knew it already.
I knew where he was
How
going to
many
go there.
employees did you say you had?
We're about 37, including
Nice.
my
Now, Fort Myers Beach has really become a vacation rental haven,
Hub.
like more than residential, don't you think?
Well, I think there was an article, and I was guessing that we are number 5 of the up and coming, vacation destinations in the country. So I do believe it. I mean, honestly, so before the pandemic, I believe we were somewhat of an undiscovered commodity.
I don't
And-
think so. You
I
think
do.
so? You
Not
think
as
it was
much as it
undiscovered?
was, because I got to tell you, I've never seen different plates from different areas of the country
Right.
that I see down here.
I agree
now.
with that. Yeah.
And listen, we've been discovered.
Right.
We are. I mean, I've taken everything I have to come on this beach, and I've focused specifically here because I have true passion of this beach.
Yeah.
I come.
Why do you have passion for this beach, Peter Albert?
The community, the people that live here, the other business people. I mean, even my competitors. We have a great relationship, and everybody's here to get along. And
I have to say, the vacation rental category has been very, very good to us.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, all your competitors. I mean, and I hope they're all doing well, and I hope they
Right.
sell out, and I hope the fees are low from the government. I know you got that added fee, $300 a year that they added on the fees, but I have a feeling that it's probably
Look, we want to contribute to this community.
it's
And
probably
whatever
not
we
even
can-
an issue.
Whatever we can do to contribute to this community, we're all for it.
Yeah.
I'm even down from, making sure our properties have, our blackout curtains for the turtle, for the turtles, and for that time. of
Turtles
year.
are big down here,
it's
Peter
big.
Albert.
And, listen, we really want to
Yeah.
be. We want to be a part of the solution.
Are
not
you
the
a fan
problem.
of amber white or amber lights or white lights?
amber lights?
Amber lights, of course.
You know what?
Do you have
If
them in your
that- if-
house? Just
I
to
do not have them in my
practice?
house, but I do have them all over the place
Yeah.
because it's what they've requested us to do.
Do you know when turtle season begins, Peter Albert?
That's a gotcha question. I
Nah,
want to say.
I know. I didn't prep you on that.
You know
May
what?
1st,
You know what? But
May
here's the
1st.
good news is
Did you know that?
it's every day because you
Yeah.
know what? Our properties need to make sure that we have the right lighting and we make
Yeah.
sure we have the right.
I mean, it's not just the turtles; it's the dark skies and trying to preserve
Yep.
the view.
The
at
dark
night.
skies.
Yes. Yeah. When you have too much light,
Please, let's not
pollution
get into all
going
that
out,
dark
so-
sky stuff. You're talking Stephen Johnson territory here.
hey,
Who would you like to see run for town council on the beach, Peter Albert? I know that's a crazy
I got to
question.
stay out of the political.
because you got to be
I've got to be
down the middle.
I'm right down
Right,
the middle.
right.
Listen, I love I love our community. I love the people that are here, and I just hope that we're here to work with everybody.
How much did that watch cost, by the way? I mean, I might want to get one.
$100.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where from? Where? Like
You know what, Ed?
J.C. Penney?
You know what? I'm
No.
gonna bring you one
Cut it
Oh,
out.
my
because you know why?
I like.
I have 15 of them.
Is that really?
I do.
What are you selling them under the table
No,
or
I
something?
just like what? I'm
15 of them. How much you want
a
for it?
I
fashionista.
wanna
I
make
don't want
sure
anything for free.
Listen, I grew up with 4 women: my mom, my 3 sisters, and so I couldn't leave without accessorizing.
Yes.
And I
What
can't
does that
let
mean?
that-
Like you wore earrings and stuff
no,
like that?
no
or-
earrings, but I had to
I
make
see.
sure that my belt and if you look at my belt,
Everything's matchy.
Who wears a belt
matchy.
anymore, Peter Albert? Why are you wearing a belt?
Why do you keep
Why you
saying his
ask me that
full
question?
name?
I don't know.
That's
I
a great
like that.
question,
I
Ed.
like. Thank you.
And I can't
Why,
let the
so let him
wristwatch.
answer the question.
Well-
Why is he wearing a belt? Why are you wearing a belt? You're turning red, Peter
It's
Albert.
no, it's accessories. I want to make sure
Yeah.
that it all matches.
Oh, it's for fashion
Yeah,
purposes.
fashion, it is.
I have no idea what fashion means.
Do you know what's going to happen if you put that watch on
I
your
know
wrist?
there won't be a
You have
rung
such
small enough for
small-
my tiny wrist.
No, and that the face of that is going to take over your
You
whole
talk
body.
You talk about living in a house with 4 girls. I lived in a house with girl wrists because my wrists and forearms are so small. I think
your
they're gonna.
ankles too.
I mean, I went to put my hand up against the wall one day and broke my wrist, and I had to go to the hospital for that. So thank God for Health Park and the nice nurses there.
So,
Have
you
you
know,
had your? How old are you, by the way, Peter
I'll
Albert?
be 54 next month.
Okay, so you've obviously had one colonoscopy so far.
I've had one. Yes, thanks
Yeah.
for asking.
So
Appreciate
where did you
that.
get yours done? Because I just got mine done last weekend. Where was
here in
yours?
town? If you ask me, I even forget.
Health
my own
Park?
doctor's
Was that a
name.
Health Park?
No, it was not.
I wasn't so bothered by the laxatives the day before because I could read War and Peace on the shitter. I mean, seriously, I could.
Can we just move
It was the
on?
not eating that really bugged me,
People
like
have
not
heard
being
this
able
for
to
2
eat.
A little fasting never hurt anyone.
A little what?
Fasting.
Fasting, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just love to eat every 3 hours. So, were you clean? You're good. You're good to go.
Good to go.
Good,
Healthy.
Now, every 5 years or 10 for you
He said 5. I
because of
think.
our age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
our age. We are getting up there.
How old did you say you were?
54.
We're close in age. Dear.
April 26th.
Yeah.
Nice.
Except for I don't have a cool watch like he
So,
does.
for all of you listening, it's his birthday, April 26th. If you want to say
So a little bit more about the company. So we just bought a building.
By the way,
here.
everybody, this is Peter Albert from Coastal
Vacation
Vacations.
Properties.
If you're looking for a place to stay, the prices range from low to high right now, big to small. You got everything going on your
I've
menu.
got everything. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we purchased a building here on San Carlos Island, and we will be remodeling it once I get the permit. So we will be housing the whole business there from
on the
cleaning,
other side.
yeah, from the
Yeah.
cleaning staff. Just felt like, you know what? It's a captive audience. Everybody's coming that way anyways.
Yep.
So it might as well be right out there. In fact, our sign, they just put up our sign within the past week. So it's kind of exciting.
Oh, yeah, I saw that over there. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So the Margaritaville's coming in. It's really going to raise. I mean, I think it'll be able to raise the rates even more once the puppy gets built.
Look,
Don't
I
you
think Margaritaville is a fantastic piece of what Fort Myers Beach is about, and I truly believe that it's only going to add value to the community.
Mhm.
It's gonna, it's gonna raise our game. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful place. And some of the properties I've seen, at least online in the other areas, it's just going to add value to this community. And look, at the end of the day, it was bound to happen,
Yeah.
right? And so
Something was bound to happen in that
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
It was such a slum for the longest time, and now there's only one slum left on the beach. But we won't get into that. Then the people are concerned about the parking and the driving. Eventually, I think you're going to just drop bodies off by a drone. I mean, they're going to pick them up by the airport. Amazon's going to drop the body off in a box. You won't even have to worry about parking or anything
well,
like
I
that.
think there is some solutions.
What is it then?
Well, I think it might be over the bridge and
Sure.
getting them back over here.
Yeah.
I don't
Parking.
because there is no other really area to create parking. So we're just figuring out how to transport them back over.
Water taxi,
Yeah, it's something that's gonna again that's
swimming races.
it's gonna keep less cars coming over.
Yeah.
We already have enough traffic as it is, right?
Island carts.
Island
could
carts,
go back and forth.
Yeah, it could be anything.
All
Maybe they should just disallow cars to come over the bridge. You got to figure out how to park over the bridge and
Yeah.
just bicycle
over.
or cart. It would be crazy down here with bicycles and carts and people
The
walking.
issue is when you're you're schlepping all your
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
for the
Yeah.
beach.
Again,
Yeah,
drones.
that's tough.
Just drop them off by the drone. Yeah.
Cargo
So,
vans.
what's anything new on the horizon for you? You're going to be making any major announcements soon on maybe a watch store or a new
No.
location?
Well, we've just broken off cleaning from our we just took our cleaning company and separated it from Coastal. We're now Coastal Residential Cleaning. So we're offering now to the general public here on the beach that we have our cleaning staff that can clean their homes, whether it's a second home or your primary residence. So that's an announcement that we just did this previous month.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
How can people get in touch with you or your company or call? Like we have not a lot, but a few people that watch from out of town and they
Sure.
come down on vacation.
Listen, the easiest way to get us is coastalvacationproperties.net. You can see all our properties. You can contact us through many different places. Actually, I do have another piece I want to add it.
Hit it.
We just partnered up with a third-party company to start offering to all of our renters beach equipment, from bicycles to beach chairs, kayaks, you
Cool.
name it. When it comes to the beach,
Umbrellas.
you name it. We will be supplying those to our owner, or especially our renters. We'll give them a discount in order to rent them. But when they show up, you've got 7 brand new bikes. You got a kayak because you're on the water. You've got your beach chairs. You got your wagons to bring.
Coast Guard approved life preserver.
Coast Guard, everything.
There you go.
Everything.
And the bikes have bells and lights on them because you got to
They
have those.
everything
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
compliant with Fort Myers Beach.
Awesome. And by the way, if you're looking for some place to find out about what Peter has, if you get our newsletter, it's going to be the top ad underneath the first story. You're going to be able to click on that ad and you'll be able to go right to their website and you can see everything that's going on there. Peter, thanks so much for supporting the
Thank
show
you
and
so
putting
much.
up,
Yes,
putting
thanks
up with
for
Thank you
our
for
coming
having me. It's
down and
wonderful.
putting
Yeah.
up with him.
Have me on again. I'll be
anytime, man, anytime.
Yeah.
Peter
No, that was
Albert,
good.
everybody
Thank you.
from Coastal Vacations. Please check them out if you're looking for a place to stay. You want to check out Coastal Vacations. You can check them out online. You can check them out on our website. And dear, you're going to grab that
It's his
microphone.
fancy shoes.
You're going to grab that microphone and take care of that.
Well, I
ad?
just want to say,
Oh, go ahead.
if anyone, rents a place through Peter and, they have a couple extra spots, they can just invite us down and we'll hang out.
Yeah. All right. You're going to take that microphone over there. You're going to read the Tiki Tours ad. You got the wrong microphone, but listen. Go ahead. You're good. No, you're good.
Am I going to make it?
You're going to make it. I'm going to switch cameras.